Want to solve this IB exam question in 2 seconds? Yes, 2 seconds. Let me show you how. In the following paper chromatogram, using water as the solvent, which component of the mixture has the greatest affinity for the mobile phase, and what is the identity of the mobile phase? Now, before you sit for the exam, you should have studied chromatography. You should know everything the IB syllabus expects you to know about chromatography. If your plan is to skip studying and somehow get the correct answer in 2 seconds during the exam, pause this video and go study first, because that's not going to happen. So what should you know about chromatography? Regardless of the question, these are the key concepts. Chromatography is a qualitative separation technique. This means we can determine how many different components are present in a mixture and identify them, but we do not directly measure their quantities. There are several types of chromatography, including paper chromatography, thin layer chromatography, TLC, column chromatography. In every chromatography technique, there are 2 phases. 1. Stationary phase, the phase that does not move. Examples: paper, the silica layer in TLC, or the material packed inside a column. 2. Mobile phase, the solvent that moves through the stationary phase. Examples: water, ethanol, and other solvents. The stationary phase and mobile phase usually have different polarities. Often, the stationary phase is nonpolar, and the mobile phase is polar, although the reverse can also be true depending on the technique. The principle is simple: like dissolves like. Components that have a polarity similar to the mobile phase travel further with the mobile phase. Components that have a greater attraction to the stationary phase remain behind and travel more slowly. At the end of the experiment, we can observe how many components are present. By calculating the retardation factor, we can also identify the substances. We'll discuss how to conduct a chromatography experiment and calculate RF values using a real demonstration video in this week's newsletter. If you haven't subscribed yet, send a WhatsApp message to the number on the screen. Now, with that knowledge, let's answer the question. The question tells us that water is the solvent. That means water is the mobile phase and water is polar. Looking at the chromatogram, component 2 has traveled further than component 1. The component with the greatest affinity for the mobile phase travels the furthest with it. Therefore, the component with the greatest affinity for the mobile phase is component 2, and the identity of the mobile phase is water done. It takes longer to read the question than to answer it. And that's when you know you're becoming exam ready. The next level, you know the answer while you're still reading the question. And that's exactly where we're heading. Happy studying! Yours, Adam Academy.